Hi everyone, welcome to a new video going through PMI's 5th edition of the standard for program management. My name is Ahmed Amir and I'm here today to continue our journey over the program management performance domains. Today, we start the next program management performance domain, collaboration. Collaboration is the new performance domain introduced by PMI in the 5th edition of the program management standard. I hate to work on assumptions, but I think extra attention should be paid to this performance domain because there are not any past questions covering it yet since it's a newly introduced. In addition, it's expected that PMI places more focus on assessing test takers' knowledge of this performance domain. So, if you plan to sit for the PgMP exam, make sure you get a good grasp of the collaboration performance domain. Today, I plan to walk you through the 7 collaboration factors outlined by PMI in their standard for program management. So what is collaboration? As project and program managers, collaboration is usually something we do quite often. According to PMI, collaboration is the program management performance domain that addresses, through both leadership and management, the adaptability and resiliency needed at the program level to respond to strategic changes in the overall organizational and portfolio contexts. Collaboration is also intended to effectively manage a program's life cycle if it is part of a larger portfolio and should align supporting activities. We mentioned before that the ultimate purpose of programs is benefits delivery and their realization. This is where the collaboration performance domain comes into the picture as it creates synergy across stakeholders, both internal and external, to optimize benefits delivery and realization. By empowering program leadership and teams to identify supportive areas within the other performance domains, the collaboration performance domain enables the program team to optimally deliver benefits and value. Collaboration supports the utilization and achievement of synergy, governance, and team of teams program management principles. In this context, collaboration fosters the level of teamwork required for a program to achieve its objectives across components. Unlike project level collaboration, program level collaboration is more complex. Decision making depends on generating the right levels of synergy. This dynamic requires all involved to contribute to a mutually beneficial partnership that drives optimal performance outcomes. Those involved can be project teams, programs team of teams structure, all internal and external partners, providers, and customers. Program level collaboration means managers and teams must adapt and connect the program management performance domains and supporting activities within the team of teams structure to optimize benefits realization. Unlike projects that deliver specific outcomes, programs create value through benefits that may be delivered at different times. That's why planning and managing benefits across components requires ongoing collaboration to ensure value is delivered throughout the program's life cycle. Effective collaboration at the program level depends on evaluating capabilities and capacity needed throughout the program's lifecycle. It also requires aligning resources for sustainment and coordinating activities at the right pace to support timely benefits delivery. Clear communication across project teams, program teams, and other components is essential to making this collaboration successful. Using a program level responsibility assignment matrix, which is RAM, helps guide collaboration across components by setting clear expectations. Achieving success across projects, subsidiary programs, and other program related activities takes more than governance or stakeholder engagement. It requires collaboration in balancing diverse component needs to reach synergy. These needs may sometimes compete or conflict due to changing priorities, shifting performances, interdependencies, or different stakeholder interests. That's why program teams must focus first and foremost on strategic alignment throughout the program's life cycle and avoid letting any single outcome take the only precedence. How many times have we said this so far? PMI splits this performance domain into three sections: collaboration factors impacting programs' success, collaboration for benefits and value delivery planning, program components and activities collaboration. Let's focus today on the defined collaboration factors that can impact programs' success. What are these factors, and how can they positively or negatively impact any program success? There are seven defined collaboration factors impacting any program success as defined by PMI. These factors are not exclusive to programs as they can be found with projects and or portfolios. However, the actual difference is how these factors are tailored to achieve programs success. Effectively managing these factors is key to fostering collaboration and sustaining a well-balanced program that achieves its intended benefits and outcomes. The seven collaboration factors are engagement, alignment, complexity, transparency, consultation, culture, and empathy. Let's start with the first collaboration factor, engagement. But before doing so, I need to state that program stakeholders need to understand the program goals, what's expected, and agree on the outcomes they are working toward. This collaborative process is only possible if the involved stakeholders are engaged properly. Engagement is a key factor affecting the success of any collaborative process. The program management principles of team of teams and stakeholders are the key drivers for engagement. Engagement allows the program management principles to be exercised through a collaborative approach. At the program level, engagement involves working with stakeholders and partners to support benefits delivery and address the needs of program components and operations. In parallel, project level engagement is guided by the project charter, planning activities, contractual agreements, stakeholder engagement, and the successful completion of project deliverables. At the portfolio level, engagement focuses on ensuring strategic alignment to achieve portfolio or organizational value. Communication is the core engagement tool that must be applied effectively to enable successful collaboration. It plays a critical role in navigating program complexities, resolving challenges, clarifying ambiguities, mitigating threats, and leveraging opportunities. Before wrapping up the engagement collaboration factor, PMI draws our attention that the consequences of not effectively engaging a key stakeholder may be disinterest, ambiguity regarding expectations, confusion regarding expected outcomes, and eventually failure to deliver program benefits. Now we move to the second collaboration factor for today, alignment. Alignment refers to a shared understanding and agreement on a specific aspect or expectation between two collaborating parties. Alignment is a critical foundation for collaboration and a key driver behind it. The key, sorry, The program management principles of synergy, change, and benefits realization reinforce the program's alignment with organizational strategy. When it comes to program management, alignment is multi-directional. This means alignment goes vertical, where strategic goals flow from executive leadership down to program teams, while insights and feedback flow upward to inform decision making. Avenues to find this type of alignment can be strategic alignment between the program and its portfolio or the organization, alignment between the program and the organizational risk appetite, alignment of expected rewards among the program's sponsors, champions, and organizational leadership. This one ensures that key decision makers and advocates share a common understanding of what success looks like and how it will be rewarded. It's not just about agreeing on outcomes, but also on the value recognition and incentives tied to those outcomes. Alignment can be also horizontal. This is the synchronization across different departments, functions, or programs to maintain consistency, avoid duplication, and leverage synergies. Horizontal alignment can be found in benefits and outcomes alignment among the program and its constituent projects, components, and activities. Alignment between team and program resources. Finally, external alignment covers coordination with external stakeholders such as partners, vendors, regulators. This happens to ensure expectations and outcomes are clearly understood and agreed upon. Examples of external alignment can be deliverables and outcomes alignment among the program's partners, alignment of compliance between the governance bodies and the program. Accordingly, alignment can be found in multiple aspects as it applies to several areas as the given examples so far. The third collaboration factor is complexity. Addressing the complexities of program execution is a priority for any program and one of the key outcomes of collaboration. As we know, project level complexities are typically resolved through scope management, progressive elaboration, and change management. On the other hand, portfolio level complexities are dealt with more reactively as portfolios cover operations next to project and program work. In case of programs, certain complexities will be known upfront when the program is defined and respective stakeholders and partners first collaborate. After that, more complexities will emerge throughout the program lifecycle, coming from any internal or external area of program execution, such as procedure, capacity, communication, governance, behavior, strategy, or change. Managing program complexity is effectively tied to the program management principles of synergy, risk, and change. Program complexities lead to uncertainties. These uncertainties can threaten the program's objectives. Resolving most uncertainties requires collaboration, which should feed into the program's risk management process and support the conversion of uncertainties into risks for mitigation in case of threats or negative risks, or capitalization in case of opportunities or positive risks. To collaborate successfully, programs must manage or reduce risks. This involves two key actions: exploring synergies between collaborating parties to make the most of shared opportunities, monitoring ambiguities and challenges to take steps that reduce complexities. When it comes to risk, project risk is about reducing threats and increasing opportunities. Portfolio risk is about balancing threats and opportunities. Program risk sits between the two because collaboration requires careful analysis of what kind of risk response is needed. Complexities can quietly become threats that weaken collaboration, but they can also point to opportunities that can be used or exploited to support more productive collaboration. For more information on complexity within the context of organizational, portfolio, and project governance, you may refer to the Standard for Risk Management in Portfolios, Programs, and Projects. The next collaboration factor is transparency. I think transparency on its own is self-explanatory. Yet, PMI reminds us that proper transparency makes sure that nothing about how the program runs or how people work together is hidden. Transparency is part of governance and one of its objectives. So, following the governance framework correctly helps teams work together with the right level of transparency. This happens through clear communication, regular reporting, and open decision making. The Program or Project Management Information System (PMIS) have an essential role in supporting the value of transparency among the stakeholders. At a project level, transparency mostly comes from good reporting and communication. But is it that simple when working on more complex initiatives such as portfolios and programs? Actually, no. Collaboration can be affected if information is hidden, and whether this occurs by accident or on purpose, watch out for the consequences. That's why the program management principles of stakeholders, leadership, and governance are key drivers here. They help make sure collaboration on programs stays transparent and effective. Generally, transparency enables traceability in the collaborative process. On the other hand, if there is not proper collaboration with leadership or stakeholders, it can lead to confusion and unclear expectations. This can cause mistrust and reduce transparency in the program. When transparency is missing during collaboration, trust between the parties can break down. Without enough trust, the collaboration is at risk of failing. The fifth collaboration factor is consultation. Consultation is essential for effective collaboration in program management. Consultation supports collaboration by enabling the exchange of information between multiple parties. It ensures the right people are involved at the right time to provide the right information. We can confidently observe that timely consultation directly affects decision making. Good decisions depend on having accurate input from the right stakeholders at the right moment. It's driven by the program management principles of stakeholders and leadership, which guide how and when consultation should happen. The program manager and the program management function play a key role in making consultation work. They must remove barriers and obstacles, communicate clearly and effectively, ensure information flows accurately and efficiently between those who produce and those who use it. Organizational culture also affects consultation. If the culture lacks transparency, or is not focused on results and goals, consultation may become slow, reactive, or overly procedural. In the program's external environment, it's equally important to consult with the governance team or function to maintain alignment and oversight. The next collaboration factor we have is culture. And we are referring to organizational culture here, which we just touched on. Organizational culture is the most important factor in how well collaboration works. Collaboration thrives in a change oriented culture. The program management principles of leadership, change, and risk help shape this cultural foundation. Leadership sets the tone and ground rules for the culture in which the program operates. However, creating a positive change oriented culture ready for collaboration requires the support and participation of everyone in the organization, from top leadership to task workers. If the organization has information silos, a lack of transparency, resistance to trust based communication, a habit of withholding emerging information until forced by bureaucracy or personal influence, then collaboration will become ceremonial and procedural, not truly effective. Culture has a stronger impact on the portfolio and program levels compared to the project or component level, which tend to be more process driven and procedurally managed. In weak cultures, collaboration may depend more on personalities and influence, such as the program manager or key stakeholders, rather than on empowerment and participation. Representation and collaboration may be shaped by power and influence rather than by shared commitment to organizational change. In other words, it can be mostly driven by individuals, not processes or established systems. The seventh and last collaboration factor we have today is empathy. Collaboration should build support for programs, not just managing tasks. Program managers should work towards this. The emphasis here is on how we do things, not what we should do. Program managers should use the collaborative process to build support and shared understanding of the program's goals. The program management principles of stakeholders and leadership help create empathy during collaboration, which is essential for success. Collaboration is not just about procedures and processes. It also shapes how people perceive the program's value and usefulness. We may observe programs that get derailed, misunderstood, or even terminated early if perceptions do not match reality, even if the program is well executed. That's why collaboration should also promote empathy for the program's goals, benefits, and outcomes, support morale and interest among participation. During the program life cycle, if there are signs of stakeholders and partners don't see the value of the program, think the program in whole or some part of it is a waste of their time, feel forced to participate, or act robotically without engagement, then the result may be low motivation, avoidance, and poor focus on delivering outcomes. This directly affects the program's performance and ability to achieve benefits realization. To support effective collaboration, Program managers should monitor how stakeholders and people in general feel about the program and actively nurture positive perceptions of its value to the organization. I have added this slide to help you summarize the key program management principles that influence different collaboration factors. If you are preparing for the PgMP exam, there is no need to memorize everything here. What matters most is having a solid understanding of PMI's standard. Take the alignment collaboration factor, for example. It's naturally driven by benefits realization. That's its main focus. It also connects closely with synergy, since as a program manager you will need to work effectively with your team and stakeholders. It links to change as well, because you will often need to tailor your approach and or program components and activities to ensure your program aligns with the organization's strategy and objectives. I hope this makes as much sense to you as it does to me. Finally, a quick reminder that the collaboration performance domain is a new performance domain in the fifth edition of the standard for program management. That means there is limited information available on how exam questions will cover it. So please give yourself enough time to go through this domain and do not hesitate to send me your questions in the comments section or direct message me on LinkedIn if you prefer to. With this, we have completed the 7 collaboration factors. We should be able to continue the collaboration performance domain in the coming video. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time to do so. Your engagement keeps me going. That's it. Again, if you have any questions or want to share your thoughts, leave a comment below and I will make sure to reply to each one. Bye for now.